We open exactly where we left off as you all careen down the makeshift slide and are launched out of the building that houses the Wilkie's Candy Lab Funatorium.
Get off me, dude.
Sorry.
You skid across the harsh concrete connecting these corporate mega towers and settle with a splash in the ever-present Operablin rain. You look at each other for a moment, hearts still pounding in your ears, thump, 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 all that adrenaline spilling out, almost holding your breath until finally that tension and adrenaline burst out of you, and all at once you simply cannot help, as many do in moments right after near-death experiences, but to laugh at the situation that you are in and the insane moves that you just fucking pulled.
Thanks, Christ. Wild.
Cool.
It takes you a moment to realize that there are only 4 of you sitting piled on top of each other in the Operablin rain.
Where's Roshane?
Guys.
Slugblaster! Slugblaster! We open on this episode of Downtime to do something that we did not do at the end of the run, and that is roll our disaster checks.
We don't have to.
Why did you remember this?
Oh, I gotta remember it. It's an important part of the game.
Don't remember it.
Reminder for all of you, a disaster roll is you're going to be rolling a number of d6 equal to the unfilled spots on your trouble track. So if you have 3 unfilled tracks, you're rolling 3 dice. If you have 7 unfilled tracks, you're rolling 7 dice. So the less trouble you got during the run, the more dice you're going to be rolling. Whatever number of dice you roll, if your highest die is a 6, you're on easy street, you get a style, nothing bad happens. 4 or 5, you avoid disaster, but you're going to mark 1 additional trouble. And 1 through 3, something really bad is going to happen, and you're going to have to mark doom.
No.
Doom, doom, doom.
This is bad for Daddy, because I didn't take any trouble last time.
Bad for Daddy?
Good.
That's good for you. You
That's
get to roll a
good.
bunch
That's
of dice.
great.
But I could get dooms.
But you've got a good chance at not getting one.
Okay. If you say so.
And actually, Siren, since you were the one rescued from the Funatorium, or really rescued yourself in a lot of ways,
True.
how many trouble do you have?
0 trouble.
Whoa.
Then,
What a good siren.
then I believe you get to roll 8d6.
That's insane. You just need to
Okay.
get 1 6.
As long as you get 1 6 in 8 dice, you're golden.
Okay.
So just keep rolling until you get a 6.
That's a 1.
That's fine.
Jesus.
Solid start.
That's a 6.
Just took 2.
All
So
right.
so how do I mark these as I go? I take a style.
Yes, you're
You
going to
just
get
need to roll
1 style.
till you get a 6.
Yeah, so yeah, you got a 6, you're golden. You don't have to roll anymore.
Oh, okay.
You mark 1 style. You somehow, as you flew out of this slide, you got your board. Somehow, like, you caught up to your board and it got under your back, and you kind of like got to use it like a luge type thing, and you flew out and feeling pretty good. Ruby, Sammy, and Summer, what are your troubles at? Rashane, I think we're gonna hit you last.
5.
Yeah.
Ruby has 2.
Sama has 2.
Ruby Tuesday.
Nice. Got him. Got him. Kara got him.
I'm on fire.
Sammy, why don't you hit me with your roll? So how many dice are you gonna be rolling?
3.
Go and roll 3.
What if I told you the highest was a 4?
Close call. You avoid disaster, but you are gonna mark 1 additional trouble.
Ah, crap.
So you take some bumps and bruises coming out of this makeshift tunnel, and your jacket, your photonic jacket gets like a little. It's kind of like zapping in and out a little bit, but it's okay. You kind of like pound on a little bit, and it pops back to life.
As jackets do.
As jackets do.
Yeah.
Ruby Ginto, how many dice are you gonna be rolling?
We're going to roll 5.
5. Go and
1,
roll
2,
5
3, 4,
dice.
Wait, no. Did I miscount? How many boxes are there?
There should be 8 boxes.
Okay. 6.
Yeah.
Yay.
I was like, All right, we got a 1. Oh, we got a 5, a 5, and a 5. Okay, we got 5.
5. Okay, also close call. You avoid disaster. You're going to mark 1 additional trouble.
That's so many 5s.
Oh.
Also,
Yeah,
your Don Cheadle's gotten like a little bit stretched out and stuff as he was trying to help you slow your fall, but he kind of comes back together pretty quick and easy, and nothing too bad happening. Summer Boggs, how many dice are you rolling?
Summer is also rolling 6. She had 2 trouble.
Roll it.
Oh, that's a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and 2 6s.
Yay!
Easy street.
Summer's a sneaky bitch.
You're avoiding disaster. You're marking 1 style. So go ahead and take that bonus style.
Is bitch one of those words that means something different in Australia?
Probably.
It's like a good thing there.
All of you avoid disaster in this moment. Some of you a little closer calls than the other. And I mean, you guys did just go through a makeshift tunnel made by a hoverboard down 30 floors of this operable mega tower.
Yeah, easy.
But it was
That's plausible.
rad as hell. For Shane, as you are slug blasting and hoverboarding your way through the hallways of this mega tower, how many dice are you going to be rolling for this disaster roll?
So I have 6 trouble.
How'd you
So
get in so
that's
much trouble?
A lot of double dares.
That's true, I forgot.
And then, so I rolled 2 dice, but I also have walking disaster, so I get to roll plus 1d6 on disaster rolls.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
So you're rolling 3.
All right, rolling 3. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Oh, no. Can we nope someone's disaster roll?
You cannot nope disaster rolls.
Only I can do that because I'm walking disaster.
Something really bad happens here. You're going to be taking a doom. Rashane, as you're hoverboarding through the hallway, heading towards the office that you saw before of Imani, this like auditor that you met at Scramcat, what is the bad thing that happens in this moment?
I think as I'm like walking towards Imani's door, there's like a wall of like employees of the month, and it's like just their name, and I see my sister's name, Amanda Blaster Slug, on the wall.
I am agape with surprise.
Rashane, what do you think the doom is called that you take in this moment as you see the visage of your sister staring back at you?
I think it's like ghosts of the past.
Ghosts of the past. I love it.
Ooh, we love ghosts.
What if I have more than 4 doom already?
More than 4 doom.
It's probably really good.
I have 5 doom.
You have 5
What?
doom?
This is my 5th doom.
That's more than the spaces on the sheet.
This MF has all kinds of doom.
Got him! Caro is really on fire.
Wow. That was great.
Wow.
You really don't get a lot of MF Doom bits on podcasts.
Wow.
You really should.
Not enough.
honestly.
Not enough.
Wow.
I mean, we need some more Rhinestone Cowboy references.
I'm in it. I love that. Let's go.
All right, this episode is dedicated to Mad Villainy. Rashane, I have honestly no idea if that is too many Doom.
You're
Honestly,
power gaming too hard, Rashane.
the Doom is going to help determine your epilogue, so we're going to kind of get to that.
no.
Shane's gonna have a bad time.
I think as we kind of pull out of this moment of these disaster rolls, let's move into our downtime proper. And I want to go around and just get check-ins on style and trouble totals that you guys have right now. So before we move into scenes, let me give you guys the rewards you get for your run.
Woo!
Oh,
We love
Yeah.
presents.
Presents.
So you know exactly how much you have to spend. Presents from the Slug Daddy.
Slug Daddy.
no.
Oh, it's a slug. It's a snail's eve, and the slug father will come give us
Slug
Christmas.
Santa.
Been good for Slug
Slug Santa.
Oh no.
Can
Oh,
we
no.
do a
Play a whole
really
new
weird
game.
Christmas special?
Yes.
We'll do a
Oh my
Christmas
God.
special of Slug Daddy, Slug Santa. So the rewards for your run that you guys are going to get, you've already gotten, I already mentioned it last episode, but you get -1 fracture to your crew.
Yeah.
So you
So we're
guys-
back to 0 now.
I believe you guys are back down to
one.
1.
I think we have
For
one.
now.
Oh, somehow I guess I erased an extra one.
And that one is still Stolen Spotlight, which is very flavorful.
Yeah. Technically, I think every fracture after 2 is kind of just supposed to. I don't think we're necessarily supposed to be counting 4, but we did, so we're gonna stick with it.
Okay.
You guys took, as the weird crew, you took an unconventional approach to escapes. You get +3 crew style for that.
Yo.
Nice.
And for absolutely tearing up Wilkies and getting a bunch of good footage that you can choose to do with what you want, take an additional 3 crew style.
Yay.
Whoa, what a generous slug father.
We have been good this year,
Whoa, wait. I've got.
No, that's it.
Let me give you guys some
Go home now.
veggies. Let me give you some veggies.
No.
No.
We don't.
You guys were at 0 with Wilkies. You are now at immediate -2 with Wilkies, and all
Fair
of you
enough.
are
Only a
banned.
-2 though.
Only a -2, but all of you are forever banned from entering Wilkies or from ever getting internships at Wilkies.
That's
Oh,
Fine with me.
Oh no.
Also, I don't think you guys are going to get sponsorships from Wilkies anytime soon.
Sure.
Good
Oh
snacks.
man.
I'm also going to tell you one other thing that you guys can choose to do with what you will. You guys took a bunch of footage from this run, but right now it's kind of living on your phones and on your hard drives and stuff. Should you choose to release it, you will get +1 with every skate crew.
Oh yeah.
You will also get -1 with some other factions, but I will not tell you those factions until you choose whether or not to do it.
Bren, will we lose any cred with the Court of Zordon?
No, in fact, because you released 3 gerbils into Wilkies, Mayhem, Mischief, and Trickery, you guys gain an additional 1 with the Council of Zordon.
Yeah.
That's all that
I don't care
matters.
who we lose cred with.
The Council of Zordon's all that matters.
Council of Zordon is up to +3. You guys are living pretty. And actually,
Long live Zordon.
Summer and Siren, Sammy, and Ruby, as you guys are down on the ground, like looking for Roshane and stuff, you see parachuting down from the 38th floor is 1 gerbil in a ball. Also, that seems to have like a large bag underneath it.
What?
It lands and kind of looks at you guys, and you see written across the ball is Mayhem. And you see the bag flops open, and you guys get 5 components of just like random Wilkie shit.
Hey.
Whoa.
Is that
Is
like
that
as
each?
a crew or that's
That is total 5 components.
Total. Okay.
Hey, Ruby. Hey,
Yeah.
Ruby, do you have any chips left over?
Oh yeah, of course I do.
Okay, I take the crumbs from the bag of chips and I kneel down and I put it into Mayhem's ball and give them a little snack.
That's an offering.
And they put it in their cheeks.
You see cheeks full of Ruby. What kind of chips are these?
Those are eggplant.
Eggplant chips.
Delicious.
They're like purple chips and stuff. The gerbil looks, he goes, "Thank you. Your offering has been well received by Mayhem. I will use this fuel to wreak even more havoc across of this entire land. I am off!" And it immediately jumps over the edge of this walkway and plummets down to an unknown destination.
So sick. I just go sick.
Love Mayhem.
Eggplant's good for you, dude.
Thank you so much! Let's real quick go around. I want to get everyone's style and trouble totals, starting with Roshane. What are you at?
Did I get any trouble for that Doom thing?
No, you just get a Doom. No trouble.
Okay. Do I get +1 because I showed boldness or risk taking on that run?
Yes, I would definitely say you did. You were especially bold this run.
Cool. So I have 6 trouble and 5 style.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Sammy, style and trouble.
I have 6 trouble, and if you think I showed passion or empathy on that last run,
I think so.
I have 4 style.
Hell yeah. Ruby Ginto, style and trouble.
Yeah, 3 trouble, and if she showed flow or ease, she gets another one.
I'll give you some flow and ease. You roll
Flow
the
and
punches.
ease. Get ready to meet Flow and Ease.
That's
Oh my
what I call
God.
my fists.
That's what I call my bong.
Oh, it was three. It was 3 trouble and 4 style. Didn't say.
Hell yeah. Some dogs.
Summer has only 2 trouble. She kind of played it cool. And then do you think she showed curiosity or creativity?
I think you showed some creativity.
I do too. That's, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 style.
Lot of style.
Wow.
She was more stylish than I thought she was that run.
And Siren Stanfield, Trouble in Style.
Do you think I showed toughness or focus that run?
Oh, you were very focused.
I think
Very
toughness
tough as
too.
well.
Yeah, toughness
Yeah.
for sure.
1 for each.
No. No.
Okay.
Let me be very clear. No.
I got motherfucking 8 style.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Yeah, wow.
Siren.
And no trouble. That's
And no
incredible.
trouble. This is my most min-max run ever.
Dang.
Fuck yeah. Min-max
Max.
to shit.
When you hear a siren.
Slug maxing.
I think as the 4 of you continue to get wet in the operable rain and kind of like regroup and figure out what your next move is, I'm going to move up to Roshane to start our downtime.
Whoa.
So Roshane, as you're walking through these hallways, give me the laundry list of stuff you want to do with your style and your trouble.
Okay, Papa.
Jesus.
Okay, how much screw style do we have?
You have a total of 6 crew style.
All right, so I'll just dump all my style into the crew style. So we have 11 total.
Dang.
Whoa. Shit,
You're doing
nice.
only trouble this time?
What?
Shanu.
I don't
That's
really
crazy.
need. So like the next thing on my guts arc is just costs 4 trouble.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do going solo,
No.
and then if I want something that costs trouble but I don't have enough, I can basically take 2 trouble to start the next run, right? To buy it.
Basically, anything that costs trouble, you can just choose to take. Basically, like when something says like trouble 4, it's a way for you to like get rid of your trouble.
Get rid of up to 4.
Yeah, kind of think of it as like you're spending style and you're getting rid of trouble.
Cool. Okay.
So you can always do bad shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like
So
real
then
life.
Yeah. All right, great. This is phenomenal. So then I'm just going to do going solo and last straw on the family arc.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
I'm going to get +2 doom for both of these things.
Oh my
You
God.
have too much doom. How do we clear
Yeah.
Roshane's doom?
And then I'm just going to stop playing from here. So I'm gonna play.
This is where Shanu drops out.
Oh my
Honestly,
God.
I think the
No.
only way to clear Doom is in your arcs.
And it's just one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thing.
No, family, you clear two doom.
there's family
if you reach
arc,
the
there's-
end.
family you
there's
clear.
guts arc,
family
I
you
think.
clear too. Okay.
I think, and I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure there's the only way you clear Doom. There might be some like crew related stuff as well.
We get to legends. Can we just clear everyone's doom?
Under no circumstances
No,
will I let you
I
know.
Oh. Rude.
Yeah, you know how fame solves all your problems?
Yeah.
Rashane, let's open with you. I think starting with going solo. And actually, I think let's start with you knocking on Imani's door if you still want to check in with her and go say hi.
Yeah. It'd be weird if I just didn't at this point.
Yeah, you knock on this very corporate looking door, you know, wood paneling, and she's got her little like sign out front just says Imani.
One name. Like Madonna.
Mononym, yeah.
Beyonce over here.
You knock on the door and you hear a voice from inside say, yes, come in.
Hey, Imani. It's me, Mr. Blaster Slug.
Ah, Mr. Blaster Slug. I was expecting us to have a meeting on Null. I was, in fact, looking forward to visiting your wonderful homeworld.
Totally. And I know you like black coffee, and I go into my backpack and I'm like, Zordon, black coffee, quick.
Yes, of course. Our alliance is strong, and I will fulfill this request.
And you hear a rumbling inside your backpack, and then you hear a grinder.
1 second.
you hear a bunch of like brewing thing. You hear like bubbling water and stuff, and you hear like a little like jazz music kind of coming up, and you hear like tap, 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 tap. as someone's like tapping the beans and stuff. And then you see popping out is a saucer and a cup and a full big cup of black coffee.
Thank you. Like black coffee, just the way Null makes it.
Oh my goodness, what a treat. Thank you so much. She takes it and like sips it. It is pitch black coffee. This is like the darkest coffee. There's no sweetness to it, nothing.
Oh, delicious.
Well, great. I just had a few questions. I was going to ask you a bunch of internship stuff, but
you see behind her terminal, a blip comes up with all 5 of your photos that says like, internships all canceled, banned from internships, and then like 2 more emails pop up that cover it.
I figured maybe this is the place for me to work, but I was just wondering, do you happen to know Amanda Blaster Slug, or have had worked with this person, or have seen them on the Employee of the Month wall?
Oh, I have seen photos of Amanda Blaster Slug, your sister, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware of her. She bounced around a couple of departments here. I didn't get to work with her too much personally.
Do you know if she still works here?
I haven't seen any notices that she has left. Usually there's cake in the break room and things when people take other opportunities. Unless, of course, they're fired, in which case they're mostly incinerated.
People or the cake?
The people or the cake?
And what do you mean by mostly?
I'm so sorry. I meant the cake. The cake is they buy a cake and then they incinerate it as kind of a funeral rite and also a warning to other people to not mess with the tower.
The tower?
Just the corporation that owns this tower.
Right. Okay. So she still might be here. Is there any way for you to check for me, or?
Sure. If you would like, yeah. And she types into her computer real quick, looking at like the email registries, and she pulls up your sister's name and like still has like a .company email address, and it seems to still be active.
Huh. Well,
do you need her email address?
That would be really great, actually.
Writes it down. Oh, what's your sister's name again?
Amanda Blaster Slug?
It's amanda.blasterslug@corporatemegatower.com.
Could have put that one together.
God. Oh,
sometimes
God.
like the biggest people and like celebrities just have their name at gmail.com. It's like, this is insane that this is how the world works.
Great. I have some business to take care of. Thank you, Amani. I will not be working for you, but one day you will work for me.
She kind of like perks up and is just like, wonderful. I will I can give you my application now, or I can give you my resume now, and you can just put it on file. I've seen the recent numbers for the comptroller campaign. It seems like you're neck and neck with some of the other competitors.
That's that's a lot of hard work goes into campaigning, and I've taken a full day off, and I probably shouldn't have.
Well, sometimes rest and relaxation is important, but I understand. I too consider myself to be a workaholic, proudly.
And that's why I respect you and will probably hire you one day.
I look forward to the call. You seem like a very enterprising young man. I hope you don't mind. I wasn't expecting your visit, so I do have a bit of work to do to finish this Scramcat audit for my clients. Yeah. And once that's done, maybe we can set up another coffee sometime to chat.
Yeah. Yes, Amani, and when you describe me both as enterprising and the best Slugblaster you've ever seen in your life. And I'm skating out of there.
Wow.
As you skate out of there, you see open on her computer is a bunch of spreadsheets that you're like very familiar with, this type of spreadsheet, like accounting, and it's the Scramcat account, and you see like a bunch of red, just like so much red. It's clear that they are like operating almost exclusively on goodwill. There's like a couple of green spots just here and there, but largely it's red. They're doing bad. And it seems like they're getting, like, this is due diligence for someone trying to buy the company. And as you skate away, you see a email address that this is like going to get forwarded to with an @doorways.com email address.
Oh.
No.
But you skate on out of there.
How can Doorways afford it?
They got that mega church money.
I do think at some point I have to have a big fight with the crew, but I don't know how you guys want to do that.
My arc is also us having a big fight.
Okay.
It might be the same fight.
Put all the fights
Could be
in
the same
one.
fight. Just smash the fights into one.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the question for Sammy, Ruby, Siren, and Summer is, do you guys wait in the rain for Rashane to come down, not knowing how long he's going to be or even what the hell he's doing?
Sammy definitely waits.
Sammy waits.
I'll wait.
What time is it?
It's not like getting dangerous yet for like getting home, but it's starting to like, you're looking at your watch. You're not worried yet, but you're looking at your watch.
I think Ruby is pacing behind like a mailbox, like, because we're trying to hide a little bit, right? Like, we just caused a huge ruckus. So yeah, she's like behind one of those just like public mailboxes and just like peeking and like looking at her phone and then peeking. And then you see Don Cheadle's head come up over the thing and it's like looking. But she's waiting.
I'll wait in that way that feels very like teenagery to me, where you're just hanging out and you have you're not like, I have to make dinner or I have to be in bed to work tomorrow. Like,
Right.
it's just like, I'm just hanging out because this is where my friends are and I don't have anywhere else to be.
You guys find like one of these stands that's on this walkway. There's like a bunch of like eateries and stuff, and you find like an overhang to hang under. And like very quickly the shop owner's kind of like, hey, so like, are you going to buy anything? It's kind of like bouncing between a number of those stalls.
Yeah, we're just waiting for our friend.
You got any chips?
You see a wall full of operable and chip flavors.
Oh, man.
What are they, Brian?
You can't tell. They're all written in operable. But most of them are designated with wild colors that are like just on the edges of your visual spectrum.
Whoa.
And you kind of
Nice.
get a sense from the visuals of like what they're going to taste like.
I have something that everyone else forgot, which is I have a multiversal dictionary that allows me to interpret operable. And
Okay.
the first one that we see is the flavor is just chips. It's just chip flavor.
It's very clear that chips originated on Null, and this is Operable's trying to be like, all right, first flavor, Coke original, chips.
Chips.
It tastes like Lay's smell.
The second flavor is Cheetos, but the bag is purple, and it's also very clear that there are chips inside.
Yeah.
But they taste like Cheetos.
That's up to discussion.
The high and low selection. I appreciate it.
And Summer, you're sticking around as well?
Yeah, Summer's sticking around, but I think same as Ruby, she is starting to get a little stressed, and she could tell that Rashane was having a bad time because we said, like, pause the campaign, and so she wants to be a good friend, but she knows she's triple dog grounded, and she's really chancing it, and where the hell is Rashane?
Rashane, you tell us, where the hell are you? Are you coming out to meet your friends, or are you taking another way home?
Yeah, I think I just stroll out the front door and skate to the portal that we got there in.
Rashane, you start skating the portal, and Siren, Sammy, Ruby, Summer, like, you almost miss Rashane. Like, this is a kind of a bustling pedway. And all of a sudden you see a figure going by that you recognize. And you guys have to, like, kind of run to catch up as he's jumping through the portal into Null.
Wow, Rashane!
Guys?
Wow, Rashane, wait up!
Hey, where you been?
Hey, it's just taking care of some business. Are you guys good? Siren, you good?
Hey, yeah, man. I'm
Cool.
I'm
That's great. I gotta go.
I'm good.
Wait,
Oh,
Wait up. Wait.
But
We
Rashane,
just got back together.
Yeah. We got to talk about that run. That was sick.
Listen, I'm sorry I left. I don't know, I'm all mixed up. It's crazy. I got a bunch of hormones. I got all these new tattoos on me. I don't know what I'm doing. But I know one thing, that I love slug blasting, and I guess I know something else, is that you guys are my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, I thought maybe we could go to the fort and talk about the run and
Look at the footage.
you haven't really had a lot of time to just sort of sit, the five of us. Six of us. The five of us.
I sent you the footage. You have it. Do whatever you want. You can cut me out. I have other shit to do. I put the campaign on pause. I'm stressed. I'm sorry. It's cool that you guys want to slug blast. It's fun. Cool. Great. I have other shit to do. I have to go win a campaign. I have to go figure out what happened to my sister.
Whoa, what happened to your sister?
What about your sister?
Guys, maybe just Rashane, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Wait.
Done.
Hold on.
I'm done.
Wait, done?
Wait, no, I thought
What?
you just meant
What
go
do you mean
home
done?
and recover. What do you mean you're done?
I'm done. I don't want the same things you want. You guys want to be Slugblasters. Cool, go do it. I don't need that. I can do that tomorrow if I want to. I'm that good. You think I need this? You guys are the ones that are holding me back, honestly.
Why?
I'm doing this for fun. For you. And then every time I ask you guys for help, you're always mad. You're upset. The one time I want to do something that isn't slug blasting, cool.
That's
Great.
not fair. I've been helping you. I've been helping you campaign for the last 3 weeks.
You've been helping me? You're the reason that Siren ran away.
I'm sorry.
That's not
okay. I'm just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, Siren. Go ahead. You were speaking. That was rude of me.
No, that's it. I'm sorry. I don't have anything else to say. I fucked up, and now I'm back. It's like I can't do anything other than that.
Well, I'm happy you're all okay and safe. I don't know. There's nothing else for me to say or do here. If you need me to get you out of a bind again, call me. Otherwise, have fun. Use the footage. Get famous. Do whatever. Bye.
Wait a minute. What is it that you need help with? We're your friends. We can still help you.
No, he's made it pretty clear he doesn't need our help.
Yeah. Go on, Rashane.
Bye, guys. And Shane skates off.
You guys see the dull gray portal to Null ripple as Rashane disappears through. Rashane, this crew gains 1 fracture. You gain 1 doom and also 1 slam.
God damn it. This is a terrible book.
Oh my god.
That you're fully in control of.
You are a product of your own choices, Rashane.
For the crew fracture, I was thinking selfishness.
Oh,
Unless someone had a better fracture they want to put in that box.
that's a good fracture.
No, I think it's
Isn't that
pretty
truly the only fracture?
Preach. Snaps.
good.
Ugh, you guys are holding me back is so rough.
That was so rough.
So rough.
And Rashane, what doom and what slam are you going to take here?
Man.
I honestly think doom, you guys are holding me back,
Oh, yeah.
is pretty good.
Ouch.
You guys are holding me back is good. Yeah. Maybe
Is this your slam?
slam, yeah.
Lonely?
Yeah, lonely.
Lonely.
Yeah, lonely's good. I've now used 2 of my legacy boxes to add extra doom.
Why is that extra sad
It's
that
so
you're
sad.
filling up legacy with doom?
Oh no.
It is optimistic of this character sheet to have a lot more legacy slots than doom slots.
Yeah.
Rashane, you skate off back to Null. And I think we're going to stay with you before we move on to anybody else. You skate on home, and I believe the other thing you wanted to do was the next thing on your family arc.
Yeah.
You make your way back home.
Oh, man, that's another fucking Doom.
Bro.
Yeah.
What?
The next beat on your family arc is Last Straw, which is described as nuclear war, scorched earth, and words you both regret, +1 slam, +1 doom. And what does the crew think?
Yikes.
Rashane, what do you walk into as you enter your home?
I think I walk into my house pissed, finding out about Amanda. And I just like walk in and I'm like, what happened to Amanda?
Rashane, you bop in, and your mother is like there, like making dinner, a really nice meatloaf.
They can't have meatloaf every night, Brian.
They have
The only
It's
meatloaf
food.
every
supposed to
night.
be
That's
a
the only
realistic
food.
world.
Maybe
No, it's no.
We have casserole sometimes.
Yeah, meatloaf casserole.
You
Okay.
know,
Not
meatloaf
meatloaf
casserole.
casserole. Oh my gosh.
Rashane, you walk in.
Oh, sweetie, hi. How was your day? You get some good slug blasting in?
I take the board that's like my mother's old board and I like slam it against the wall and break it in two.
But Roshane!
And I say, what happened to Amanda?
Roshane, I don't think that now is the time to talk about this. You are clearly upset. It's just collect yourself. You broke the board.
Did she disappear or did she run away?
Roshane, it is complicated, okay? And your father and I decided that, look, this was very difficult and there was no easy way for us to handle this.
Cool. Well, now you don't have any kids in your life. And I walk out.
Roshane, you get back here. You get back here right now. We need to talk about this when your father comes home.
And I'm gone.
Huge chunk taken out of the wall. Board lies in pieces on the ground, sparking and scattering, and like bits of it are kind of like moving around with this weird energy. Rashane, you walk out into Null. Do you have an idea of where you're going, or are you just going away?
I think I'm just going to try and like sleep in the treehouse. And I think we have like maybe like old boards and stuff there that like we just like have collected. I'm going to like maybe use one of those, but
Yeah, you've got a lot of like kiddie boards and stuff, like the stuff that you guys have all graduated from that will be like tough for you to ride because they're small and they're not as good. Like yours was calibrated to you, and these are all going to be, you know, schlocky pre-con boards.
yeah. Or I can sleep in the backpack, I guess.
I don't think you should sleep in the backpack.
No,
Yeah, that feels
we'll lose
dangerous.
you for all of time if you sleep in the backpack.
Rashane, you take another slam.
Oh, fuck.
I think that slam is, I think it's probably
A doom.
but it's both a slam and a doom.
Oh, a slam and a doom. Oh my
I
god.
slammed a dude.
That's called a
Slam would be
sloom.
like restless
That's
night
called
or
a
Sloom.
Bloom.
I think the doom is, what's the word I'm looking for? Like no more family, or like
Orphan?
Estranged.
Orphaned.
estranged.
Estranged.
I think estranged is definitely
No
the doom.
contact, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And actually, you know what? I really like for your slam, no contact,
Ooh.
which kind of goes to both your family and your friends a little bit right now.
I now have the same amount of Doom in my legacy boxes than I do legacies.
Oh, shit, dude.
How much total doom do you have?
I have 7 Doom.
What?
The
And how many legacy do you have?
3.
What?
I should really look up how doom works
Oh my god.
for the
Let's
end.
just take a minute.
We got the
and
book.
look
We
this
got the
up.
book out.
Take a minute. Okay, so I think this is important for us to know now. Then a player rolls 1d6 per 2 doom to determine their epilogue's low point, and 1d6 per 2 legacy to determine their epilogue's high point.
Oh.
It's like a 1d6 table. So for instance, like if you roll a 6 on that, it's like lasting injury, broken dream, bad future. 1 to
Oh
3
my
is like
God.
a mild bad thing. So you want to be rolling high, so you want to have a lot of dice for your high points, but you don't want to have a lot of dice for your doom.
So you can just keep stacking doom to get those.
You
dice.
can keep stacking doom, baby.
I do think the term bad future is so funny, though.
I think I editorialized. I don't think I read that straight from the book.
You have a bad future.
I still like it. It's just like, okay.
In the book, it was a future you can't escape, but then there's some more stuff, so I editorialized it down.
I like bad future.
Rashane, you find yourself in the clubhouse, the treehouse. As you start to spend the night there and contemplate everything, I want you to just read out all 7 of your dooms for us.
Ooh, wow. Drama, Brian.
Let's go.
Messy.
Damn.
Okay, well, the first doom I ever got was Noise Rock.
Oh, yes, because your backpack's like always playing music. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mother Knows Best. Do Not Disturb. Splintering. Ghosts of the Past. You Guys Are Holding Me Back. And Estranged.
Whole story right there.
Damn.
How many style does it take to send Roshane to therapy?
I think it's a lot.
No style, but a lot of in-world money.
Noel does not have good insurance.
Clearly, yeah.
We fly back to the reigns of Operablum that are now being echoed in Null as well. As Rashane, you're hearing the beginnings of the tap, 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 tap on the roof of the treehouse, which you know to be pretty leaky. You're in for a rough night. Cyber plus Punk Overload is the first official expansion for the award-winning, ultra-stylish, rules-light cyberpunk game, Cyber plus Punk, that is specifically designed for action-packed one-shot sessions. In Cyber plus Punk, you are a runner, a merc, a criminal, an activist living on the edge and running in the shadows of a gritty, ultra-violent world. Infiltrate a mega prison, escape a bloody reality show, solve a time loop, race vehicles in the Badlands, or escape the Netscape. One-shot scenarios, gear catalogs, plug-in rule sets, and complete settings made by an all-star cast of game designers and stylishly bundled into 3 sleek thematic packs. So go back Cyber plus Punk Overload on Kickstarter to get the limited edition version with a slick hollow foil sleeve. Just search CBR plus PNK : Overload on Kickstarter. That's CBR plus PNK : Overload.
My dearest listener, have I got a secret for you? Bitcherton is an improvised comedy podcast inspired by the stories of Jane Austen that tells the tale of a wealthy family's secrets, scandals, and shenanigans. Lady Bitcherton has unwed daughters, nosy neighbors, awful country cousins, and now a body to hide. Will the Bitchertons be able to keep their secrets off the pages of Lady Bigwither's gossip sheet? Or will her pen skewer their good name forever? Oh, Bits, what a predicament. Featuring the voices of Katie Maravich, Iffy Waddiway, Carolyn Page, Alex Songsha, Brian Flaherty, and Cassie Wilson, plus a dance card filled with guest comedians of the very finest quality. But for us to help the seeds of rumor ripen into the juicy plum of scandal, we'll need your help. Bitcherton is heading to Kickstarter on June 13th. Go to bitcherton.com to pre-save the campaign and help us bring this story to life. Ta-ta for now.
Sammy, I think it might be good to go to you next.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, God.
So Sammy, to start us off, give me your laundry list of stuff you want to do in this downtime.
So, I have a mix of good and bad. I want to do in the lab to install a mod with the components we have. I then want to do origin story for a flashback to gain a trait. And then us or them is the next spot in my heart arc. And depending on how that goes, maybe take darkness on the angst arc.
Woof.
Let's do some of these kind of out of character, some of them in character. You guys make your way back to Null, and you guys are like texting on the group chat. It's very clear. Roshane's still there, still getting the text, but like you're not getting any responses. You're not getting any scenes or any emoticons or anything. Sammy, you spend some time in the lab adding some mods to your board. What mods are you adding?
If one of the 5 components we got was a lens, I would like to mod my jacket. I am going to, after that like tumble out of the tunnel that Sam made, I'm gonna fix up my jacket and I'm gonna install Concept Prism.
What is that?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
If you don't want to tell me, I won't look, and you can just spring it on me.
Well, now that's kind of fun.
I won't look. I promise I will
like
not
when
look.
you need it.
I was just making a joke, but that's kind of fun. Yeah, okay. I won't tell you what Concept Prism does.
All right. So if anyone out there wants to know what Concept Prism does before the next episode or before it's revealed by Elliot, go to myth.works right now and buy your own copy of Slugblaster. And be sure to use the promo code MFD2025 for 20% off your order.
Really good. Really good. And that's why we pay Brian the big bucks, folks. All right.
That's right.
So you spend the night in lab, installing this prism into your jacket to do something that you are very well aware of, but I am not.
My other positive one I'm going to do is origin story, a flashback that shows a defining moment from your past.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a brief flash of like young Sammy and like still pretty young Rusty, I think was my brother's name,
Yeah,
right?
Rusty.
Yeah.
And I think Rusty has just joined Null Range and Sammy is still like using trainer skates, like honestly roller skates to train to be a laser skater. And it's Rusty showing Sammy how to give the finger and like explaining that like when somebody tells you something you don't want to hear, just do this. And I'm going to take the trait middle finger, which is once per run, automatically get a 6 on any action, no roll required, add up to 2 kick, baby. Nothing can stand in your way.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Such a wholesome boy for such a rude gesture for such a wholesome boy.
You see your brother there is like teaching how to do the middle finger, and it's taking you a second to like you get it in one hand, you don't get it in the other, you keep doing the wrong fingers. And he pulls out of his pocket a extra dimensional marker. It's like orange and red and like has a swirl of color, pops it out and colors on the proper finger, like on your middle fingers, so that you can look at your fingers, see which one it is, and then pull all the other ones down.
That's
Hell
so
yeah.
cute.
And then he pops the marker in your pocket and goes, "Okay, little dude, if you ever need anything, all right, you just let me know. 'Cause listen, I know mom and dad could be weird sometimes. I know friends could be weird sometimes. I know school could be weird sometimes. I'm always going to be chill, okay? So just use this marker, color in those middle fingers, and when everyone's not being chill, you just tell them, fuck you, okay? That's what the middle finger means. Well, you don't have to say it. It's like the middle finger kind of says that. It's a way of not saying the bad word that teachers don't like by just giving it a little...
That word?
Yeah, you can say it on your breath too. That's cool. Yeah. No, I do that. I do that all the time. I do it at dinner. Yeah. I do it in class. Yeah. It's rad as hell.
Rad. Thanks, Rusty.
And you flash back to the present and are very aware of your current -3 rating with all of Null Range.
I know. Very much including him.
Very much including him. You hear down the hallway a version of your brother that you're starting to not recognize, stomping down the halls after a fight with your parents and then slamming his door behind him. And you hear a radio turn on to KQCSM and then get cranked up as a bunch of like indie rock starts blasting as your brother, who you haven't really spoken to in a while, just drowns out the world around him.
Yeah. That's a problem for another day.
I will just give you guys a reminder. I think we're going to end with crew style stuff because I want to define what this crew is before we do crew style stuff. If that's okay with you guys.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys still have the footage that you haven't released, and I will remind you: if you release the footage, you're going to get +1 with every hoverboard, with every slug blasting crew out there, as well as some minuses that I'll reveal to you in time.
Are we going to do that? Are we going to decide whether to release that footage at the end for our crew style stuff?
I'm going to say anyone on their go can pull the trigger on that.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how this conversation goes.
Yeah.
All right, Sammy, what's your last beat?
My last big beat is Us or Them, which is the final, not the final, the third heart arc beat. A misunderstanding, conflict of interest, betrayal, or messy breakup hurts you and your crew.
Oh no.
Sorry, sad.
And I think Sammy ends up going to the treehouse to kind of avoid his brother's tantrum. And Roshane is there.
Occupied.
Oh. Hey.
Hey.
So...
I was just gonna sleep here for the night, then
Yeah, sure.
I'll be out. I'll be gone after.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just did you not like the way I was helping you campaign? Like we made the pamphlets and, I helped you write
Sammy,
the slogans and...
no, that was fine and cool. Wait, side note. Do I know you made those Slugblaster edits of me?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, but somebody doesn't. I think Summer does know, or Siren.
Siren
knows.
That's why Sai and I got in the big
Yes,
fight.
yes. But the rest of us, I don't think know.
Those videos are... there's more thirst traps than you think would be in there somehow. It's not a freeze frame when shirts happen to go up above abdomen.
Oh my God.
No, I appreciated your help, and you did the things I asked you to do.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you didn't really want to do those things. And fine. You don't care about the same things I care about. Or at least...
But
doesn't.
I care about you.
Yeah, I care about you too.
So, doesn't that mean, sometimes you do things you don't like as much? I don't know. That's what my mom and dad do all the time. They don't like half the shit each other like.
What?
I don't know. I don't
you
know.
like me like the way your mom likes your dad?
No, what? Maybe. Yes. I do.
So what, you were only doing that because you wanted to kiss me or something?
Who said anything about kissing? I haven't even kissed anyone.
Yeah, same. I haven't kissed anyone either.
Sorry, I just saw
I know we're a podcast, but
I'm sorry.
the rest of us are
You can cut that out. We're freaking
silently
out.
screaming. Yeah.
No.
We ship this extremely hard.
Yeah. Into it.
This beat ends bad. I just want to remind everyone.
I know.
I'm literally looking up at the description of the beat. And I'm seeing everyone else being really excited. And I'm like, oh, honey, no.
Oh no.
Yeah, so what? Maybe I do.
Okay. What do you want me to do with that?
I
just told you everything I told the crew.
I don't.
Are you done with slug blasting? Is that something you want for your future?
Why would I? Would I have to be done with slug blasting to kiss you?
I mean, technically, no.
Right. Are you done running for comptroller?
No.
Okay.
No.
So what's the point of the question? We can do both.
We can do both. You literally told me the last run I can't campaiign. So what?
Because that's
you literally
why
told me I can't do the
Sai left the group because of your campaigning. So obviously
because of
we
me?
were going to get her back. Yeah, because of you.
What did I do?
You were hogging the spotlight. She didn't like it.
Every day we Slugblast, I tell all of you I don't want to. You all force me to come. We get thrown into situations where I am then forced to do the one thing I continuously say I don't want to do. And then all of you get mad at me when I'm good at it. So why would I want to do this? Every time I do it well, you guys are mad. When I don't do it, you guys are mad.
I like when you're good at it. I'm not mad at you when you're good at it. I like watching you Slugblast. Today was awesome. You were great.
You literally just said I'm still hogging the spotlight.
That's what Sai's feeling. I'm trying to explain what... You don't like the edits. I can change the edits.
I'm not making them. I don't even want to be in them. Someone's making these and making me the front person, and I never asked for that. That's actually the one thing I never wanted. So who's doing it then? It's not me.
Yeah, it's me, Rashane.
What?
I made them.
You made what?
I made at Rashaniacs.
You made at Rashaniacs?
Yeah, I think you look good when you Slugblast. I don't know, I'm feeling all these things I don't understand. And I just want to show you that I feel them and I don't know how to do it. And it sounds like you hate me and maybe you hate the friend group, and I did it. I made the edits. I watched like K-pop edits and just kind of copied what they were doing.
They look a lot like K-pop edits. They really do.
Yeah. Was the glitter too much?
It was a little too much.
Okay.
Yeah. You're right. I may look like I hate you, but I don't. Because hate would imply that I feel anything for you.
Oh, no.
I'm gone. Later.
No. Shane, no.
Get the fuck out of my treehouse.
I'm gone. I dumped it in the backpack. No, I don't do that.
Sammy chucks the backpack out of the treehouse.
I just take one of the kitty boards and I board on out of there.
Whoa.
Was that too mean?
No,
That was good.
No, that's good. I think Sammy sleeps in the treehouse.
Sammy, that beat on the heart arc gives you +1 Doom, -1 Legacy,
Oh my god.
and +1 Fracture to the crew.
Oh no!
I mean,
Let's go.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hooked on a Feeling Legacy's gone. That's for sure.
I mean, I feel like the Doom, something around the realm of Heartbroken.
Oh, yeah, or I feel nothing towards you, but yeah.
Honestly, no.
good.
Actually, you know what? I feel nothing towards you is a great Doom.
Oh, is it though?
That's so sad.
So sad.
And the crew Fracture.
Man.
No
Why are you
kissing.
giving us freakshes?
I think I gotta post something fucked up on Rashaniacs.
Ooh,
Oh, turn in the fan page.
This is why children should not have social media before they're 16 or 18.
Or 25.
Can I ask, is Don Cheadle, is there any way that there would be recorded footage of Rashane saying to the group earlier, like, I don't like slug blasting?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
I delete all the edits, and that's the only video on Rashaniacs.
Oh my
is Rashane
God.
on loop saying, I don't even like slug blasting. I could start tomorrow. I don't need all of you kind of stuff.
Oof. Damn. You guys want to be slug blasters. You think I need this? I don't need that. You guys are the ones that are holding me back, honestly. I'm that good.
The fracture is for sure traitor.
Oh, boy. There's no shot I'm coming back from this. I think you guys have to kill Rashane.
Well,
There's also one more thing. So that was, you had 2 fractures. That was your 3rd fracture.
Yeah, for
Oh.
sure.
Ugh.
If a crew takes a fracture when all fracture boxes are full, you break up. Everyone marks 1 doom.
no.
We just got back together.
We just got back
got back
together.
together.
You bitches are giving me lots of doom.
And 1 or more PCs must leave the group.
I think Sammy's maybe temporarily leaving the group.
I mean, I think Rashane definitely is leaving the group.
Yeah.
I mean, that tracks.
Is it leaving the group, like leaving everyone behind, or like I can join Team Sammy?
You guys all get notifications on your phone that Rashane leaves the group chat, and moments later, Sammy also leaves the group chat.
Oh my god. This is literally the most teen thing that's ever happened on this podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like 4 messages down, you see Siren has left the group chat. Like,
Yeah.
Right, that just came back.
No messages in between.
yeah.
It's just people coming in and coming out.
Ruby thumbs down both notifications. Never leaving the chat.
Wait, what's the doom that we got? Or no, sorry, we all got a fracture.
I've got a good fracture name if we don't have one. Did we already have one?
Oh, the fracture was traitor.
Oh,
okay.
Fracture's Traitor. I feel like Doom is their breakup, our breakup.
Oh my god, yes.
Wow. Their breakup, our breakup is so painful.
Yeah.
We've all had those friends.
We've all had them.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy, anything else you want to do with your downtime?
I was thinking about clearing some more trouble with darkness, but I don't want to add another fracture to the group. That feels too cruel at this point. I'll hold on to the 2 trouble.
You're going to hold on to the trouble? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything much else you could spend the trouble on.
It's that or do last straw and like really fuck things up worse with my brother, and I don't think that's too much.
Copy. Yeah, you are emotionally spent at this point. You spent the night in the leaky treehouse, and I think as you're going to bed, you see the dry spot where Rashane had been laying, and it's the only dry spot on the entire floor that then you crawl into.
Yeah.
Summer, as you are hanging out in your room for a little bit, you look out the window and you see Rashane skate by on one of your very old boards.
I think Summer, every now and again, we would have like sleepovers and things in the fort when we were younger, and we fit better in there. And it was perhaps in better shape. So she wonders if maybe that's where he was at, and goes and takes a peek out the window. And instead she sees Sammy.
Yeah, you see the little lantern on. It's kind of like rocking in the wind. You see the rains dripping through a little bit. And you see the cans that connect your and Sammy's house and also the tree house are kind of like dangling and kind of blowing in the wind as well.
And I think this actually is, if we want to do the scene of Summer's going to use 5 of her style to make up and heal 1 fracture.
Wow.
So it's an apology, kind gesture, or regrown bond, a conversation where you really listen, address those core concerns, and tell the others how you feel, not how they are wrong. And I think Summer is feeling really torn and upset because she and Rashane have always been able to bond over the fact that their parents don't really get that they have different wants than what their parents want for them. But then for Rashane to be so cruel about saying, like belittling what he knows Summer really wants and that her parents don't understand, like hit really hard. But she's also just like upset that he's upset. Like it's that weird mix of like, you know how much this was gonna hit me, but I also totally understand the general sense of where you're coming from. And so she had planned to make him a logo for his campaign. And I think she's gonna do a quick sketch of it and then I'm trying to think what's the weirdest flavor combination one could have in a cookie. Like, what kind of cookie do we think Summer's mom made?
Like onion and garlic.
Well, like maybe so still sweet. It doesn't need to go savory.
So bad.
Peppermint watermelon.
I mean, it could be like chocolate garlic. Like that sounds that feels like it almost might work.
She tried like a mole thing and it just didn't work.
Mole cookie.
A mole chocolate, yeah. And so Summer grabs a couple of those and she's gonna go out to the fort and she'll bring a rain jacket too. Maybe just a tarp. I don't know. Something to sort of help block some of the drizzle.
Yeah, you grab a tarp that was covering one of your sister's marble sculptures.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you grab it.
Marble's waterproof. It doesn't even matter. You're basically just cleaning it, Chrysanthemum.
What is the sculpture?
Oh, I think it's too early to tell, but there are indications that she may be getting into nude figures.
The thing with Chrysanthemum's marble sculptures is that it's often too early to tell.
Yes,
and sometimes that's true even with the completed sculptures.
Yes. It's a sense of an idea.
You make your way out to the treehouse. You climb up the familiar wooden rungs nailed into the tree, and you knock on the trapdoor.
Hi, Sammy.
Hey, son.
I brought some of my mom's mole cookies. I promise this batch was actually a lot better.
The savory ones?
These ones they're interesting at the very least.
Okay. Thanks.
I brought a tarp too.
Okay.
So
Shane left, so.
I wondered if he was here. Did you talk to him?
Yeah.
You doing okay?
No.
I think maybe he was just really mad about a lot of things.
Yeah. You didn't have to be such a dick about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he does that. I used to think that it was kind of cool because it was like he's really good, and so it was more like ego in
yeah,
just
it was kind of edgy in a hot way.
And now I'm like, maybe he's just kind of a jerk.
I think he might.
And like, I know he's really talented, but you know, you deserve someone who's maybe talented and not a jerk.
Yeah. What do you mean deserve someone?
Like a friend.
Yeah, a friend who
Like a
friend who understands.
Like a friend who you know, who you spend time with and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't really know what to do about our group, and I wanted to make this logo for Shane's campaign, but now Siren's so upset about the campaign, and I just really don't know if helping Shane with it is going to help the group or hurt the group. And really, at the end of the day, Sammy, you're one of my oldest and dearest friends, and I want you to know that I'm Team Sammy, and I got your back.
Thanks, son.
Not necessarily in like a combative way. Got
right.
British
I don't think it'll. I don't think we'll have to fight Rashane. I don't even think there need to be teams. I don't think we're a team anymore. You know, the five of like, with 4 question marks, with 3 question marks. It's not even cool. It's not even like anti-establishment anymore.
Well, maybe it's time that our group sort of evolved. And, like, we don't need to lose anyone. But maybe we need a new name or something. I just think we've all changed a lot since we were kids. And, you know, coming up with her at the time was really cool. And I still really love it. And I think it's very cool when we put question marks on everything.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of questions. And so,
Yeah.
see you laughing.
Yeah. It's good to laugh.
Yeah.
I think if you want to give the logo to Rashane, I think, you know, you should do that. Don't not do it because of me, you know?
Okay. Maybe I'll just make cool logos for everyone. We each get our own, and, you know, you can use it however you want to use it.
That's fun, yeah. And we can all run for comptroller.
Maybe.
Kidding.
I still don't really have any idea what a comptroller is.
I have no idea what a comptroller is.
Do you want to help me maybe try to pick some logo stuff, like colours for everyone?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Okay. And she's gonna take out her like sketchbook and markers and sketchbook, but I think it's like graph paper, and the whole front half of it is all like physics equations that she has hidden behind, like between sketches, to try to pretend that she's doing art. And she, in doing this, heals one fracture.
Yay!
Yay!
Summer, with your show of selflessness, you remove the fracture of selfishness.
Aww.
Very sweet. And she sends, I think she does make logos for everybody, and she sends them to each person individually, like no group chat, the solo text.
Yeah.
And she might put like, there might be some like, you know, made this, thought it was cool to Siren or Ruby, and like she and Sammy work on it. Rashane's, it's just the image file. No, no words, no text.
You get a thumbs up emoji back.
Oh.
And then that's most of my style. I'm going to use the only other style I have to install a mod in the lab.
Sick.
Let's
And
go.
I'm going to install an exponent coil. And just like Sammy, I ain't going to tell you what it does, because also I want to use it in conjunction with Sammy.
Oh,
Hey.
no.
Sammy can go look up what it does, because I think this would be really
hey.
funny.
I shouldn't
I
have
like-
given you guys this power.
I looked up Sammy's mod, and
I
so now
love it.
I have a mod.
What a fun toy we've made.
Summer, you work on this mod in your bedroom. Like your parents come in and they see you sketching all these logos, and they like, you know, lean next to each other and go, "Oh, look at our darling girl." And then as they close the door, you put all those away, and your soldering iron comes out, and you start doing this stuff. And as you're doing it, you are pulling on the can that connects you to the treehouse, and are like collaborating with Sammy a little bit on like what your mods could potentially do together.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then I have two trouble. But I honestly, I'm just going to hold on to them.
Oh.
It's not that many, right? How much worse
Hey.
could it get?
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
I was just double checking if trouble clears after downtime. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't.
Oh, but my slam, my one slam will.
Yeah, your slam clears going into downtime. So yeah, all slams that you had before downtime.
Cool. So I
have
had
cleared.
one slam, so now that's all good. I used all of my style, and Summer really, really, really considered releasing the footage. She did not. But she thought really hard about it.
What's the name of the mod you did so I can also secretly read it?
Exponent coil.
Yeah, I was hoping
coil.
it was that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Summer, you edit together the footage and it's rad. Like
Yeah.
you have a bunch of like security cam footage from Wilkie's with like their logo stamped in the corner. This is a good fucking skate park. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And you leave it in like the group, you know, kind of like shared drive, not like necessarily telling anyone about it, but like it's kind of just like hanging. And you work long hours into the night to get these mods installed. As we move over to Ruby Ginto.
Oh boy.
Ruby, what's your laundry list of things you want to do?
Definitely want to do origin story. We're going to do final warning under family arc. And she's going to go into the lab. However, I have a question. Ruby's holding on to a lot of information.
Yeah?
And I'm wondering which is the more compelling scene, a blow up with the family or revealing the conspiracy?
You know, por qué no los dos? They could kind of happen together if you want.
Sure. I think, yeah.
Let's start with you in the lab.
Yeah.
As our camera sees Summer working at the lab, we crossfade from one hunched over figure with sparks flying to a different hunched over figure with sparks flying, but with a bag of chips right next to it.
Just a lot more crunching.
You see the fiery green hair is like starting to come back, and you're crunching on some. What type of chip you crunching on?
We're crunching on radiators and ceiling fans.
Radiators and ceiling fans.
In Italy, radiatori.
Oh, wow.
That's actually a new pasta shape somebody invented last year.
I've seen it. It's cool.
Wait, what
It
does
is
it
cool.
look like?
A radiator.
They invented it because it can hold like the maximum amount of sauce, like mathematically or something.
Very dippable in Ruby's case.
Extremely
Very
dippable.
dippable.
Love that.
Ruby, what are you working on as you're modding up something?
She's working on her forever friend, Don Cheadle.
Oh.
Is it cool if I use 3 components from the group?
You can use my components, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need to use any group components. I had some from before. So I think that's 4 total we've used for like the group supply.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have 1 left over, so I will be spending 4 components.
That seems like a lot. You're gonna gonna do a big thing, aren't you?
It is. Let me find it again.
Are you gonna tell me what it is?
I think you need to know what it is because
Oh, that's almost worse.
she's chomping on the chip. She's getting Cheadle on Don Cheadle, and she's installing a neural network.
Oh my god, what does that do?
Your robot.
Oh my god, I'm reading it now too. No.
What does it do?
Your robot now has the intelligence, communication skills, and common sense of a human child.
No.
Oh my god.
And grows smarter and more independent each day. Mark 1 legacy.
Yeah. Done.
Oh, nice.
They grow up so fast.
Oh,
Wow.
little baby Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
What's the legacy that you mark?
Oh, mad scientists.
Yes.
Nice.
I want to add a thing, and you can choose to note this if you want. Mad scientist, parentheses, proud parent.
Yeah. Because she doesn't have those.
Oh.
They're not proud. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
You connect the last few bits of this neural network, and Don Cheadle for a moment was kind of like bouncing around a little bit and just kind of this like refresh state, and then all of a sudden goes rigid, goes to full stretch, and then slings back together and goes, oh, hello.
Hey, do you know who I am?
No, who are you?
I'm Ruby, and I'm your creator.
My creator! What does creator mean?
I made you.
You made me! What does made mean?
Oh. This is gonna be a long night.
The night goes much as you would expect.
No, let's hear all of it.
Play out that whole thing.
But towards the end of it, you finally get Don Cheadle's kind of like walking around the room, kind of pacing back and forth. It's just like, okay, so my name's Don Cheadle, and your name's Ruby Ginto, and you made me, which is an idea that you created me with your hands and a bunch of component parts. And I am, in fact, some kind of robotic companion that has been imbued with intelligence and sentience. And I should hopefully grow and be nurtured and evolve throughout my days. Is that about where we're at?
A+, #1.
You see there's a chessboard in front of you, and it moves a piece and goes, checkmate!
Oh, crap.
Ruby, where did you want to go to next?
Okay, we're just going to do a quick origin story.
Yeah.
We're just going to flash back when Ruby first met Siren.
Oh.
And Siren shared a bag of chips. And they both are like reaching into it, one at a time. And over like the course of an afternoon, there's like hundreds of bags around them. And Ruby is just, because they're the little ones, they're not like full size.
Sure,
snack
the fun
That
the
little
snack
snack
packs,
pack.
yeah.
We just went through the whole case of the snack packs, basically. And Ruby's got like the different trails of Cheadle on her face, and she's like, "What should we do with all these chip bags?" And she starts crinkling them. She like rips one, and she's just kind of playing. Gradually, over the years, you see just fading between year to year to year. The bag of the trash bags just like slowly deplete, and she starts crafting stuff, like elaborate things.
Whoa.
Hell
Oh.
She's gonna take on the trait Quirk. For some weird reason, she's really good at crafting.
Nice.
And so now, if it helps me with an action, I can mark 1 trouble to upgrade a 1 to 3 result into a 4 to 5.
Hell yeah.
Sick.
Oh my god, that's super
Hell yeah.
fun.
There's a little part of me that imagines that, like, Ruby, you started crafting and then you deliberately started to get more and more complex because you knew you would need more raw materials, which is chip bags. And the only way to get more raw chip bags is to eat all the chips.
To keep eating them, yeah.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. And then finally, we're gonna hit this final warning in the family arc.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I think it's continuing from the night where she was in the lab. She's
Oh, sure.
talking to Don Cheadle all night. And that you hear soldering, you hear like buzzing, and then music every now and then little Furby singing, loud eye blinks.
Yeah, you hear the Furby singing. Oh, what was the first song that computers sang? Daisy, Daisy, give me your baby too.
Is it from 2001?
Daisy, offer the love of you.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It starts creepy and it slowly gets a little bit better.
Does it?
He's like, Daisy, Daisy.
By the end of it, it's very Fred Astaire.
He's tapping his little Furby feet.
You add metal components to the bottom of his feet so he has tap shoes.
Oh my god, yes.
He's like
Yes.
figured out how to jiggle his like slinky parts in time to the music, so it's like syncopated.
He's in his belly.
Ruby is so occupied with this, she hasn't come down to breakfast. And I think that concerns people.
You get a knock on your door and your dad is there.
Rubes? Ruby?
One moment, Dad. You hear shuffling and
I smell smoke.
just sit over here and don't say anything for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, Dad. And she opens the door.
What's a minute?
She doesn't hear this. She opens the door.
Ruby, I wanted. Oh, hey. I wanted to talk to you about yesterday. Yesterday? 2 days ago?
What happened
The other day.
yesterday?
The other day? Right.
I don't know what you're talking about, Dad. And she winks at you.
He very slowly winks at you. Okay, so, right. I think that we have sort of an arrangement here, but I do feel it important to remind you that I am your father, and I'm going to set a couple rules.
Rules? What kind of rules, Dad?
You're dyeing your hair back from green.
You want me to undye my hair again?
Yes, undye your hair.
Dad.
That's we can keep our secrets, but you have to undye your hair.
Dad, this is who I am. I'm not hiding this anymore. It's tiring.
Well, you're gonna show your mother then?
Actually, yeah. I'm gonna show Mom.
Oh, okay.
I'm Ruby. This is who Ruby is. And Dad, I'm not good at anything else.
Other than having green hair?
I'm saying I'm not good at anything else besides Slugblasting.
Keep your voice down. Keep your voice. We don't need to say the S word. Your mother's downstairs having breakfast. Okay.
I was thinking about it. I haven't posted any of the videos. And I want to show you, and I want to show other people. Like, you think I'm special, right?
Of course I think you're special. Of course I think you're special. It's just, well...
Why don't you want me to do the thing that I'm good at?
Well, there's a lot of science out there about the effects of portals on developing brains. Now, if you want to go off to college after you're 18 and you want to get into slug blasting, then I think your brain will be in a better position for interdimensional travel. But I just don't think, based on the science, did you read the literature?
I'll be behind if that's your argument.
Behind too.
I won't be a great Slugblaster if I take a break now.
Ruby, you are just a teenager. You got your whole life to be a great Slugblaster.
But I want to do this now.
How old's Tony Hawk now? 50?
70. Who's Tony Hawk?
Sorry, Tony Slug.
Yes. No relation to the blaster slugs.
Just Ruby, you don't need to figure it all out while you're a teenager. Is all I mean. So if we could, you can keep your hair green, but if we could stop slug, I'm not very good at this.
Can you do this? And she does a kickflip.
Oh, wow!
It's like almost gymnastics, Dad. It's pretty cool. And I think at this moment, Don Cheadle just comes waddling out from a shelf and just starts repeating, "It's cool. What's cool?"
It's
Oh
totally
my God.
cool.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Don Cheadle. This is my
Don
creator.
I made Don Cheadle.
Is this from another dimension?
Nope.
What's
Don
a
Cheadle's a
dimension?
robot.
Where did you learn how to make this?
Well,
Did one of the aliens from the other dimensions teach you this? What
what
Oh, no.
aliens,
What's
Dad?
No. I've been training for this. And-
No, I was taking apart my board, and then I figured out how to solder.
He
just
runs
from
down the hallway.
Slugblasting. And she's still talking through the doorway.
He's just like running, and he's like pulling out a pamphlet about like dimensional breaches. And he's pulling out a cell phone. And he's trying to call someone from doorways.
Dad, what are you doing?
Nothing, Ruby. Just keep it in the bedroom. If you could come into the hallway and close the door and lock it in the bedroom, you'll be much safer that way.
Safer? I'm perfectly safe.
What's a bedroom?
Dawn, that's the room we're in.
Oh.
And he's on the phone. Could we get a Class A dimensional response team out to my house, please?
Class A?
I think Ruby hears this. And she looks at the window, and as she looks at Don Cheadle, she's like, "Oh, bro, we have to jet."
Okay, that sounds like so much fun. What is to jet?
Turn on your mobility boosters, dude! And she opens the window.
Oh my God.
Ruby, I'm just going to grab your aluminum blanket, and we're going to wrap up in the living room, and we're going to keep that in your bedroom until the team gets here, okay? I'll be right back.
How uncool, my dad's a narc! And she jumps out the window. Don Cheadle is a tiny rocket.
You grab onto Don Cheadle's ears, and he goes, "Here we go! I've never done this before!"
She's kind of like
Blast out the
water skiing out the window. I love this.
Don Cheadle takes to it pretty well, but he also just does a bunch of corkscrews and stuff that you weren't necessarily ready for. But as the chill, you're always vibing.
Always ready.
And
So
you
chill.
blast out. I think as you do, a bunch of papers flutter in your bedroom, including a printout of the photo of your dad's
Oh, yeah.
of your dad's plans. And I think the way you guys have decided it, you see that picture flutters to the floor, and you kind of pop it up on your phone, and we see plans for a dimensional, essentially explosive device.
Whoa.
That is like a reality distortion device.
Oh.
To close the portals forever?
As far as you can tell, the function of this device is to close portals between worlds and like fully isolate worlds.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ruby's going to text this to Summer and Siren and say, like, emergency meeting.
No.
Whoa.
Summer, you see these plans and immediately understand what these are. These will close portals between worlds. You know that this is a device that would only really work like at each portal. And you're like, oh, this is time consuming, and they need a lot of materials. But then you zoom in on a corner that like almost is cut out of the picture, and you see a locational tag that says Quahalia.
Oh.
Quahalia is a dimension, a world of almost like pure imagination and weirdness. It is one of the most difficult worlds to Slugblast in. You absolutely need reality binders. This is a incredibly dangerous world. It is described as pandemonium glitching. Staircases snake up to floating consoles, while snakes staircase down to sinking palaces. Hold on to your atoms.
Brian, that's literally the only dimension that we don't have any doors to or from on the whole map.
But now we found a portal. It's gonna be closed.
Summer, you recognize that if this device is used in Quahalia, it will fundamentally change the construction of all of the worlds connected together. It is a one-time explosion that, if it happens in this world, could close all Slugblasting portals forever.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Ruby, texts it to only you two. She's like, emergency meeting.
yeah. Summer just texts back 1,000 of the like red exclamation point emojis.
And I also get I don't want to be the one to bring it up. I get a doom for final warning.
Oh, no.
Yeah, what doom do you want?
I don't know, something about her dad snitching on her.
I might offer, they still don't get it.
Yeah, they still don't get it.
I don't understand.
You guys get this text. It is like hurried text. You see the exclamation points. You start to go towards a meetup. Ruby, is there anything else you want to do with your downtime?
No, that is it.
I want to move over to Siren. Siren, you get these texts. We can kind of like go back and forth in time a little bit with your downtime, but you see these texts. What would you like to do with your downtime? What's your laundry list?
This is perfect. Okay, so I only have one thing that I'm going to do with my downtime. And that's, I'm going to use 5 style to do the You Earned It beat. Which is a trophy, a trick named after you, a scholarship, a moment you'll cherish forever, something. And I'll get 1 legacy after this.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Siren goes to meet up with Ruby and Summer. And is just like obviously really concerned. She's like, we gotta get to Quahalia. We gotta find out. We gotta stop this. Like, you two are smart. This fucking Don Cheadle thing is incredible. That can definitely help us. Like, we've got to stop this. Well, let's go tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I think we have to. I don't think this can wait.
I know both of you are like pretty grounded, I guess, but if you
I'm
guys
on the run.
Okay, well, you can sleep in my house.
Cool.
My mom literally just got back from Costco, so we got a bunch of new chips.
Ah,
I love
sweet.
her.
And we're actually having chicken wings tonight, not meatloaf. So everyone's
What? That's what? I don't even think my parents have ever tried chicken wings.
Wait a minute. I don't know. There's some things that a GM has to say no to, and this might be one of them. No, fine. You can have your chicken wings, but you will pay the costs eventually.
Oh no! Take 3 bite. Give 3 bite.
Nintendo.
Okay, so you guys can meet me there. I just have something to do before dinner, and then Siren's going to go off to probably just a corner of her house, like a little, side bathroom or something, like a little half bath maybe that's in, like off the guest room or something, and kneel down and commune with the mark that she has from the struggles.
Zordon?
With Zordon.
Yes.
And
Oh my god.
I also before I wanted to say like, oh, Summer, thanks for those logos you made all of us. That's super sick. Did you make one for everyone? Can you send them to me? I'm just curious what they are.
Oh, yeah, I can send him around. I made them for everybody,
Yeah, sweet.
all
Just
5
text
question
them all.
marks.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Just text them all to me.
She puts them all in the shared drive.
Sweet. So through that, spending some time, I'd like to commune with Zordon, and you just see her kneel down and like silently whispering, and the sigil begins to like glow and spark a little bit. And you can tell that it's a 2-way communication.
Oh my god.
And then it fades to black, and like they spend the night and like get their sleep, and then the next morning, as the dawn breaks over this town, and then even you see dawn breaking across all the different planes in the multiverse.
What are you about to do?
I love it. And across all like billboards and anything, like not all of them, but like a good amount of like billboards and building signs and like areas where there would be posters, or in dimensions where they have like moving screens and stuff, video screens. You see our footage playing.
Oh,
But it's intercut with Roshane, like the edit, but his like serious, like laying out policy and stuff and being like, I just want to save money for the people. Like, I think that kids should have like access to education and stuff like that. And it's on a loop, and it's got the logo, Roshane's logo stamped on it, and it just says Roshane for comptroller. And it's like playing all across the multiverse.
The coolest campaign video that has ever been made.
I spent the night beseeching Zordon to make like highly targeted marketing.
we hear a momentary flash, and it's Zordon being like,
Yes, I am well versed in the ways of Facebook marketing.
I have my own Meta account. I can make that work.
Thank you, my lord.
No problem.
I'd like to take the legacy, like...
Can I offer a propagandist?
Okay, I love it.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
Propagandist, parentheses, positive.
I love that.
So that-
Non-pejorative.
So that's my 5 style. And then I'd
Hell
like
yeah.
to contribute the 3 style to the group.
We have a lot of group style.
Nice.
style.
Oh, so that becomes 9.
Your guys' video from Wilkie's gets blasted out into the multiverse. It is played on just about every screen. There are snapshots of it on billboards. It gets blasted out to like individual phones. It's in like ads on Slugstagram. And it's very quickly picked up by KQCSM, who's like playing it on loop. with all this free marketing for Rashane's comptroller ad. Immediately, you guys get texts and messages from all of the skate crews, even the ones that are negative free with you, that are just like, yo, respect. It's often like one word or just a thumbs up. You gain +1 with every skate crew.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
However, you do gain -1 with doorways.
That makes sense.
And also -1 with your sponsor Hardecker, because they saw footage of you using their de-scouring foaming spray, and now they understand why the kids wanted it so much. Yeah, you're still okay with them, but a little bit worse. All of that happens. You also get another -1 with Wilkie's for stealing their footage. So Wilkie's well and truly hates you. There may be going to Operablum may be a difficult thing now.
Not if we do it in costume.
Rashane, you as well, working on your comptroller ads and stuff, like you're kind of toiling away at stuff that your friends are just like better at. Like Summer was better at drawing logos and stuff, and all of a sudden you got a logo. You were never the one who was like editing together videos. Like you're like very difficultly working in like Windows Movie Maker in something that like needs Premiere. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden you get a bunch of texts and a bunch of alerts on Slugstagram and all this stuff of this video. And I think like the first couple you look at it, you're like, oh, they posted it. Fuck them. And then very quickly you finally watch it and you see your footage and your like platform cut up in between in this fucking rad ass skate video.
Yeah. And then I see like on the bottom, like made by Zordon. Wait a minute. You can make videos?
Yes, I am actually certified with Adobe.
Man.
I think Summer, Siren, Ruby, Sammy, do you join back into the group chain?
Yeah, he does.
Sammy pops back in. You guys are like talking about your plans to go to Quahalia. As this video starts to go viral, Summer, I think you're the one who, or actually maybe even Sammy, you're the one who realizes something, that most of Zordon's ad buy was in other worlds. And
Well, their votes count.
they won't count if those portals no longer exist.
Yeah.
Oh no! This is for Slugblasting and for the comptroller campaign.
Oh
Wow. Fuck God, good GM move, you asshole.
Yeah, all right, Brian. Okay.
Okay, a slug father.
Brian, you were
Father.
That was
Daddy, get a daddy.
You did good
that
job.
was some backwards
Wow.
dealing.
That was really good.
Oh my god.
Rashane, you're looking at polling data, and in Null, you are solidly in third. A lot of the adults don't get you, but the Slugblasters do, and most of those are existing throughout the multiverse.
Can I do something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you get a follow on Slugstagram, Roshane, and it's from an individual account. It's Ruby's public account that she just opened, and she uses Summer's logo, and she DMs you.
What's the DM say?
Look, Doorways is planning to blow up all the portals. And if all the portals are closed, the citizenry is reduced and they all can't vote for you.
Oh no. Shit.
Get your ass back in our group chat. We gotta stop them.
And then I think Rashane says, wait, Doorways is also trying to buy Scramcat.
What?
And then Rashane goes, yeah, I saw when I went to Amani's office back at Operablum, and that was on her spreadsheet. Scramcat is being purchased by Doorways.
Why? That's so weird.
I don't know.
I think we need to talk to everybody about this. It's bigger than you and me and your campaign.
Okay. Ouch.
I think, Rashane, you start to realize that Doorways has always been against portals, but more than anything, they've been against slug blasting. This like freedom that kids have that they just like can't control and don't get. And what are the ways to destroy slug blasting? Destroy the portals is most of it, but the last thing to do is take the true bastion of slug blasting and turn it against itself. By destroying the portals and by buying Slugblaster and corrupting it with their own informational pamphlets, they will have well and truly destroyed something that all of your friends love.
Rashane goes back in the group chat. Yeah! We gotta save Slugblasting, guys.
Yay! Thumbs up emoji.
And that is where we're going to end this episode of My First Dungeon, Slugblaster.
Slugblaster!
We do have some crew style to spend. I think we're going to do that over in the talkback episode. So if you're a patron, head on over there. Don't worry if you're not. We'll recap it at the beginning of next episode. But for now, tune in next time for the final run of this campaign as this group of 5 Slugblasters makes an unknown journey to an even more unknown world to save the thing that they love. Until, what's our tagline?
If you're having fun,
Wow.
and you are doing it correctly.
Sometimes you do a lot of GMing and then you forget the tagline. And as always, if you're having fun, you're already doing it right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Slugblaster. Fun to play with, not to eat.
But not if you do it rapidly.
This season of My First Dungeon is sponsored by MythWorks. Grab your own copy of Slugblaster by going to myth.works and using the promo code MFD2025 to get 20% off your order. This episode features the voice talents of Elliot Davis, Jen De La Vega, Brian Flaherty, Abby Hepworth, Carolyn Page, and Shenuk Tissera. This episode was edited by Elliot Davis and Brian Flaherty. Sound design by Jay Stroutman. This episode features a theme song and original music by B. Hold. Additional music provided by Artlist.io. And if you want even more My First Dungeon, then become a member of our Patreon. There, you'll get access to ad-free episodes, bonus actual plays, and you'll get to hear the cast talkback for this episode, which sounds a little something like this.
If I had taken Darkness as like the next spot on the angst track, it was going to be Sammy compiling like all of your like law breaking and delivering it to like town hall and you're not eligible to run for comptroller.
Wow.
Just give it to your mom.
I wish you did that.
No,
I
dude.
wish.
Narc is a doom you don't come back
my
from. That's a message for the teens.
Narc is a super doom. My First Dungeon is a many-sided media production. And remember, if you're having fun, you're already doing it right.
If you're hearing this, that means you listened to every last second of this episode. If you're not caught up yet, that's great because then there's plenty more to listen to. But if you are caught up and you simply can't wait for the next episode, then you should head on over to patreon.com/myfirstdungeonpod and become a member of the Dice Pool. For just a few bucks a month, you'll get cast talkbacks, original games, and a full-length bonus actual play each and every month. As of the end of 2023, there is already over 20 hours of bonus audio, plus a whole bunch of other goodies to enjoy. So head on over to patreon.com/myfirstdungeonpod and jump into the Dice Pool. We'll see you there.